Hey guys, Ali here. How are you doing? Welcome back to A Layman's Insight and another episode of Disco Elysium, where we are still in the church. We had a bit of a history lesson in the last episode, and today we found this weird ninja-looking guy. I just want to make sure that we've not missed anything else. And I think we got everything else in this little corner here, so... We're going to talk to the ninja man. Or lady. I don't know yet, I don't know.
Is that a man? Looks more like part of the carpentry of the building came alive and is now studying you intently.
Oh well, I did have a shave. There's something to look at now, you know what I'm saying?
The crab man.
Hey, who's there?
The man leaned forward a little, fixing you with a steady, unreadable gaze, then speaks.
Oh.
Habitual alcohol use has made you into a scared little pussy, Holmes. But don't worry, everything's gonna be alright. You come to the right place.
The right place for what?
Here you can receive the mother's love. And when you're ready, she will take your hand and lift you out of the despair at the bottom of that bottle.
This man is obviously a habitual narcotics user. Do we really need to question him?
Some of the answers could be quite insightful.
Hey, and what was that about the bottle again? You haven't even drank that much lately. Lay off it already.
Policeman, I need to talk to you about the police things. I don't know anything about alcohol use. Nah, I'm not gonna lie.
Está crudo, way. I see deep inside you. Your body and your spirit are suffering greatly from overindulgence. And you don't even know it.
Oh, I'm very in touch with my suffering.
Not all of it. I was like you once. You don't know all the havoc El Vino is wrecking on your mind and your spirit. Necesita parar, homie.
Okay, I have no idea what that means.
You know, actually, since we're here, you may want to pay attention to what the ceiling climber is saying.
Oh, now I'm getting teamed up on. Kim, I thought you had my back, man.
Look at these crazes. What is this shit?
Let's see here. Yeah, for some reason I feel like you have a point there. I would agree.
Don't trust me. Trust the mother. I'm only the messenger, Holmes.
His voice echoes in the cold air of the church.
This is the Church of the Mother of Silence. You are welcome here.
Wait, hold on. Why are you talking? If it's the Church of the Mother of Silence. He sways gently on the beams, waiting for you to take it all in.
You have no idea what the fuck he's talking about. Is he just trying to throw you off your game?
Well...
Whatever it is, he's quite confident about it. Just look how gracefully he sways.
He's not swaying.
'Tis not an act, my liege, save him perchance he hath deceived his very self. This man is a zealot.
You must be the crab man.
Never known myself to be a crab. But if that's the name you got for me, I won't stop you from using it.
Let's see. Well, if you're not a crab, then what are you?
I always thought of myself more like a flame, flickering along the rafters and beams. It may be that I gotta work on my technique.
Maybe.
That's not the only technique he's working on. Look at those carved sculptures. And is that a satchel of tools over there?
Wait, did you also carve all these sculptures?
Sure am. Whittling wood used to be something I just did to busy my hands. Now I use those same hands in service of something greater than my own restlessness.
Let's see, you're promoting objectification of women with a reactionary depiction of female bodies. Honestly, I don't get it. All the figures look half finished. Yeah, let's just rub the chin. You got some nice curves going there.
It's all just for the mother, man. No need to overthink it.
What were you before you became a crabman and a woodcarver?
I was in a gangway, but my memories of that time are fading. Most of them are already gone.
Let's see. I lost my memory too, but I like it. It's like I get to create a whole new me, start again from scratch.
That's not really the point, I say. You gotta give yourself over to service. Service of the mother, that is.
Do you remember your name, sir?
Tiago's my name, but those syllables don't mean much to me these days. A name isn't just your identity, but also, so to speak, your place amongst your fellows, your place in the world. I ain't got no use for such a place anymore.
My name is Harry. I want to try and shake his hand.
That's just the thing, Holmes. None of that matters.
What are you doing here?
This is a special place. There's a perforation in the world up there. A way out into nothingness. This church was built around it for purposes of veneration.
Oh boy. Duck, duck, go. What does veneration mean? Let's see here. Veneration. Merriam-Webster. Help me. Respect. Oh, hold on, sorry. Respect or awe inspired by the dignity, wisdom, dedication, or talent of a person. So this church was built for people to be inspired by a person. All right. Sounds good enough.
I circled it, nurtured by the silence bestowed by the mother. One of these days, I'll be pure enough to go drink from it directly.
The mother of silence, you mean her, pointing to the window?
No, no, no. There's a new god in town, and she can be painted or sculpted because she has no limb or even a face. She is the end.
Okay, so let me guess. Let me get this straight here. We're living in a world where there is yet another god in town that can't be painted, sculpted, or seen, or anything verifiable to their existence whatsoever. Okay, that's fine. Seems you know, sane enough. Cool.
She is a cavity in the dark beyond sense. She saved me, but I couldn't describe her to you. No one can, Holmes, and no one ever will.
It's how you keep the illusion going. Ooh.
His adoration is beyond sexual. This cavity is something that no human form has.
What will happen once you drink from this perforation?
I will be incinerated, but not destroyed. Finally, I won with the state of the world before reality began.
So he is transcending, essentially. Okay.
That sounds a bit like substitution behavior, no? You know a thing or two about that.
You sure you didn't just switch one drug for another?
It's not like that at all, man. It's just faith and joyful service.
Too gleeful, those words. He is lying. Not to you. To his very own self.
Faith is a kind of drug.
I heard that before, Way. And I know I can't convince you on the spot. But think, when's the last time you woke up from silent communion with a hangover, regretting what you did last night?
Well, I think it was a couple of days ago for Harry.
There are drugs darker than alcohol circling your system.
Huh. I don't know. Faith. It's not. I'm not sure if I, on a personal level, exercise a lot of faith in things or people or whatever else. I guess in some way, like, it kind of, the negative side effect of faith as opposed to alcohol is it can let you down. Like, having faith in something that faith can be misspent, you know? So let's agree to disagree.
I know it will take time. Don't sweat it.
I still don't understand what you're doing in the...
I know it will take time.
Whoa.
Don't sweat it.
Why did he say that twice? Anyway, I still don't understand what you're doing in the church.
I'm a seraph, Holmes. I sing the Mother's glory.
Ooh, can you sing for me? Sing for me something. Okay, that's a sentence.
I ain't from no Marietti, if that's what you're thinking. And the song I sing is Silent as the Mother.
Ah, so he doesn't sing. Okay, okay. You could have just said. I wasn't gonna judge.
He lost his cool there for a moment. Seems you hit some nerve.
How did you even find this place? This church?
Hard to say. I think I did some construction work here, back when I still had material worries. Up there, I realized what the true purpose of the church was. Been spending a lot of time here ever since. The past is nothing to me now, eh? It didn't belong to me.
Does it mean he witnessed the police raid?
Are these yours? I'm gonna show him the scarf and shoes I found lying around.
I think they were. A long time ago. I had to shed them like skins to get closer to the center of the silence.
Is he naked?
You could have them. I don't need them anymore.
Thanks. I'll take it. I mean, it snows a lot. I can use the scarf and the shoes. Might look good on me.
They'd only stop him from climbing.
Oh, okay.
They look pretty dapper, actually.
Oh, right. I had other
The
questions.
sinewy figure lingers on the wooden beams, blending into the shadows.
You've been here for a long time. Did you see the police raid that took place here?
Something like that.
He responds, his voice suddenly flat.
Did you witness it?
Not really. Or at least I don't remember much of it anymore. The mother's love has done its job. That's what's so great about the mother. It lets you forget about everything.
Some ravers want to turn this place into a nightclub.
The ones in the tent outside, right? I see them. Guessing they're the ones who call me a crab. Probably scared of me.
Wait, do they have reason to be scared?
Nah, man. They look pretty funny.
That's
and
true.
I don't harm no one anymore. Anyway.
Any more? Confess!
Though he used to, a long time ago.
Okay, so what do you think about the nightclub that is?
Why not?
Oh, really?
It wouldn't bother me none.
In
I'm
the...
usually way up there, imbibing. Ain't no music on earth that can reach where I go.
I thought you said this was the Church of the Mother of the Silent. Music tends to be quite loud, especially in a club, you know?
Might even be nice to have some company.
Yeah, being lonely is bad.
He said that in spite of himself. He's more attached to the human than he'd like to think.
Do you know where the other spooker is? Point at the strange machines around me.
Other spooker? Oh, esa viejita es muy estudiosa. So no, Holmes.
That was hilarious.
Viejita is Grandma?
Grandma? Wait, so there is another person living in the church? And it's, that word?
No.
Oh.
I just call her viejita because of her clothes. She's actually quite young.
He scratches his head.
Or maybe not that young. Age is just one of the many masks we wear.
Okay, then. And you don't know where she is?
That's what I said, Holmes.
How can you not know that when... Sorry, how can you not know that when you both live here?
Don't really follow her comings and goings. Just see her typing on her computer now and then. We got different interests.
So you got nothing else to tell me? How she looks, what she does, who is she?
I'm afraid not, Essay. You just have to wait until she comes back, or...
He shrugs.
Or search through her radio computer.
Oh, okay then, thanks. I think that's this thing here. We saw one of these in the upstairs, like where that board game was being developed. I still have a cube for it.
In the corner, watched over by the figures on the stained glass window. It's turned on and quivering with soft electricity.
Oh, it's glowing as well. That's kind of cool.
Another radio computer. And this time it's already turned on.
He seems cautious around the machine.
We should leave. I
What?
doubt this place bears any connection to the case.
Yes, but this machine looks just like the one in the Doom commercial area.
It's also quite similar to the one we have down at the station. Must
Oh.
be the same model.
He inspects the machine's framework, careful not to touch anything.
The one you saw earlier was the Ream Civic. This is the Ream Prefect. The
Ah.
model number RC7024.
Hmm.
Equipped with a Feld mainframe and a Ream-compatible interim printer.
Oh, I can see how you can get these two things confused. Yeah. Wait, let me just investigate.
You see fluorescent play and print buttons on the keyboard. A hatch connected to the central compartment is wide open.
Okay.
The lieutenant says nothing. You see the machine's glowing frame reflected back from his diamond-shaped glasses. You're free to proceed.
Okay, I'm gonna look inside the compartment first.
Behind the hatch sits a cube-like crisscross of filaments,
Oh.
smoldering in the dark like fireflies. Silver tape on the side says, in black marker, log, February to March.
Alright, sounds like it could be some kind of journal.
This is the machine's filament memory. Press play to access its contents.
Okay.
The speaker comes to life. Static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. An old lady greets you. Her voice sounds 100 years old.
Good morning, Fortress Accident in Sanbrun. This is the East Insulindian Computer Station 1. Please repeat, is this the personal log?
It's the same old woman you spoke with through the radio computer in the doomed commercial area.
Small world, huh? Yvonne, it's me again. How are you doing?
Good, thank you. Please repeat, is this the personal log?
Fortress accident, like the one in the Doom commercial area.
I have two machines registered to this company name in Martinez. One on Sanbrun, the other on Rue de Saint-Ghislaine.
Saint-Brune, that's the church. And Rue de Saint-Ghilaine, that's the Doom commercial area.
Thanks, Kim.
Anything else I can help you with?
Alright, I looked inside the core, but the tape on the filament just said log February March.
Good. Please repeat
Ah.
that word.
Let's look around. There's no use trying to guess the answer.
Okay.
Maybe he knows something.
I don't know the password.
Received. I will register this login attempt. Fortress Accident, is there anything else I can do for you today?
Thanks, but I'm finished with the call.
Goodbye, Fortress Accident.
She says as her voice disappears into a whirl of static.
The machine's keyboard is still illuminated, revealing fluorescent play and print buttons.
Okay, I'm gonna press print.
Nothing happens.
Oh, okay, leave. Okay, I'm gonna try and figure out this password, because it might be that this password works on the other thing as well. Let's talk to this guy. Again. Diago.
Oh, hey, wait. There's coffee in the back. Oh, wait. I meant the mother's love.
Thanks, Tiago. I knew what you meant. I'm not a big fan of coffee, you see.
Coffee in the back. Something familiar about that. Coffee and stale cookies.
Stale cookies. They kind of become chewy. Not that bad, actually. I remember eating cookies that maybe been out, you know, when parents would come round when you're younger, and they get the tea and coffee and cookies and biscuits out, and you know the adults talk and talk and talk and talk, and they eat and drink the cookies. Well, you know, they eat the cookies and drink the coffee, and then they go away, and then you sneak into the living room and then you steal some. Except they're a little bit soft because they've been exposed to the air for some time. Ah, memories. Have you by any chance heard that word say the password to her radio computer?
Too many times, Esse. You need it for something.
Yeah.
Surveys are a good way to fish for personal information, especially in the name of public safety.
Okay. I don't know if I'll have a chance to re-choose my option here. Survey for passwords, though. That does seem kind of weird. I don't know. Okay, I'm going to do the survey. I'm doing a survey of passwords and passcodes, identifying regional trends. In the interest of public safety, of course. I wouldn't even believe that, honestly. Yeah, it's for a first-degree murder investigation in Martinez.
The lieutenant raises his eyebrow, but doesn't say anything.
Okay.
Don't sweat it, Vato. The password is afterlife death.
Noted. Thank you, Tiago.
What you think of that? Makes me almost pity La Nilita Pequeña when I hear it.
What was that about coffee? I feel like I've heard it somewhere before.
Look, man. I'm at liberty to talk about the sacred blaze of the mother's glorious heart, but not about the coffee.
Fair enough. Okay then,
I
thanks.
think we're done here, Esse.
Oh, he's gone away. Okay, let's continue.
That was an interesting conversation.
That's not the word you were looking for, Kim.
However, I'm still not sure how it's relevant to our investigation.
Well, we now have the password, afterlife death, right?
The machine's keyboard is still illuminated, revealing fluorescent play and print buttons. The speaker comes to life. Static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. An old lady greets you. Her voice sounds 100 years old.
Good morning, Fortress Accident on Saint-Brun. This is the East Insulindian Repeater Station 1. Please repeat. Is this the personal log?
Let's try this again. I think I may have the right password for the personal log.
Good. Please repeat the password.
Afterlife death.
Good. I have unlocked the filament. After ending the call, please press print to access the filament.
I will do.
Fortress Accident, is there anything else I can do for you today?
Thanks, but I'm finished with this call.
Goodbye, Fortress Accident.
Thank you very much, old lady.
The machine's keyboard is still illuminated, revealing fluorescent play and print buttons.
Okay, let's print this out.
The printer prints out a long text document with dated paragraphs. It looks a bit like someone's journal.
Okay, let's read it.
The first entry, made on the 4th of February, 51, by an unknown author, is short and concise.
I'm just trying to remember. It's March, isn't it? Is it March? Or is it February at this point in the game? I don't actually remember. Okay.
Arrived at the church. The door was boarded up, so I used the crowbar to get inside. Looks like the place has been deserted. Nothing out of the ordinary, but I'll ask around. Need to figure out how to get the electricity in. The lieutenant leans closer, scouring the printout over your shoulder. Just as you finish reading, he looks up, muttering under his breath.
4th of February. That's over a month ago. Whoever set up those machines has been here for quite a while.
Yeah, so I think it's March now. Let's see. Do you think this log might be connected to the case?
Our case? No, I don't think so. It must be some local eccentric.
Eccentric. Let's read the second entry.
6th of February, 51. Had a little chat with the local fishermen. Said I shouldn't go near that place, that the church was spooky and ridden with narcotics. It's a little spooky, all right. Still haven't figured out the electricity. See? Even one of the spookers themselves says it's unnerving. What was that about narcotics? This could prove to be interesting.
I'm not going to pursue the drugs. Well, wait, hold on. It might open up a police investigation tree rather than a I want drugs tree. So I'll have some faith. Wait, narcotics?
I doubt that we can find any. It's just idle fishermen's gossip to scare away the kids.
He looks at the stained glass window.
Nothing spooky about this place either. It's just abandoned and cold, and in an awful part of town.
You're not kidding.
Then why doth the lieutenant protest against spending time here so often?
That's a very good question. Read the third entry.
7th of February, 51. Finally got the electricity in. Next on the agenda, a new antenna. I'm thinking ESCA series, something advanced.
Why would she need an antenna?
Why would anyone need any of this equipment here?
He steps on a wire running on the ground, inspecting it with his boot.
For setting up her radio computer.
Oh yeah, of course. It needs electricity. Read the fourth entry.
8th of February, 51. Bought the antenna. Had some problems setting it up. Called Simor for help. Heard the others are back to making art. Drinking somewhere out of town. Sulislav started a rock band again. Lexi has been seen asking money from strangers.
Lexi? Who's that?
But at least the artists have their act together. They're qualified labor. They can get work anywhere. Graphic design, ads. The programmers are doing fine too. I mean, they're programmers. The writers, though, they're fucked.
Oh dear, poor writers.
I just have to find out what caused that data loss and be done with it. Still don't understand how it managed to wipe out the backup, when the backup wasn't even connected to the front. I know. Everyone thinks it's impossible. They say I must be lying. I'm here to set it right.
A data loss?
Seems like something to do with radio computers. Unfortunately, I don't know enough about them to understand what the author is saying. Something about the backup data getting destroyed, and how everyone thought it was the author's fault. Let's just keep reading.
Artists, programmers, Lexi? Who are all these people?
I think these people worked in the radio computer games business.
Oh!
Also in the Doom commercial area. They must be our former co-workers.
That's a very good point. Let's read the fifth entry.
12th of February, 51. Brought some food from the grocery store. Apparently, there's a strike going on in the harbor. Definitely not happy to see the Martinez people again. Everything's now set up in the church. Going to start working tomorrow, 8 a.m.
Okay.
The strike. We are nearing the date of the murder.
We are indeed.
Keep reading. I'm interested now. I want to know what's that radio anomaly that sent this person here in the first place.
Okay, let's read the sixth entry together then, Kim.
25th of February, 51. I've been sending data up to Lintel for a while now, trying to recreate the data loss, but nothing. Didn't even feel like logging in, the disappointment. But I did discover a curious audio-spatial anomaly at the back of the church.
Oh, wow.
I've named it the Swallow. It swallows sound. Need to get some mics.
Is she talking about?
The lieutenant looks to his right, towards the silence. Let's read the seventh entry.
28th of February, 51. Yes, the first recordings confirm that the swallow is real, and I'm not just losing my mind. It's a pillar of silence, with a diameter of approximately 3 meters. Seems like the higher I go, the less I record. This might be a coincidence, or it could be connected to the data loss that led me here.
Alright.
The pillar of silence. She is talking about the silence. Is she suggesting it's more than just an architectural quirk?
But what could it be? Let's look at the water basins behind me.
The lieutenant doesn't answer. He follows your gaze, studying the basins. The water shines in them. No ripples.
There is nothing quite like looking at perfectly still water. It's quite gorgeous. Let's read the 8th entry.
March 51. Some kind of young disco men have appeared next to the church. I've been trying to record the silence to find the epicenter, but now it turns out I've also been capturing the future of dance music, one neo-disco song over and over again.
If they're on about the, what was it? Noid and Egghead and the other guy, they're not disco men. They're ravers.
Fortunately, the song is so monotonous, I was able to devise an algorithm to factor it out.
Good.
The other day, one of the disco men came in. Before I could even say hello, she got scared and left. Good.
Huh.
I don't want anyone distracting me from my work.
I wonder who that was.
That disco man must be a cell.
Yeah, she must be describing a cell.
Girl on the ice? Sounds like her, yes.
Read the 9th entry.
March 51. I got a call from the repeater station. Someone has tried to access the radio computer in our old office in
Oh,
Martinez.
that was
do
me.
Anything about it. The storekeeper still doesn't want to let me inside the building. Thinks I'm part of some kind of curse. How Martinez of her.
So we are the ones that try to access the computer in the store. Sorry, in the old, you know, the game development office. And I think the woman that she's describing, who wouldn't let her in because of the curse, is Pleasance, who ironically is not very pleasant. That's me. I was the one who broke into that radio computer, and the storekeeper must be Oh, it says it right there. Goddamn.
I knew it wasn't a good idea to meddle with that machine.
Yeah. Okay, I wonder what would have happened if we did this the other way around.
No. It was a great idea. You're learning things. This is how you learn things about machines.
That's right, you tinker till it breaks, and then you cry, and then you try and fix it again. Read the 10th entry.
March 51. A new 2-meter aux cable. Noodles. Crackers. Ping-pong energy drinks. Water. Toothpaste. Gum. Also some canned air.
It's ping energy drinks, not ping pong. There's a difference.
Your reading was interrupted
Whoa.
by the sound of the church door opening. A strange one makes straight for the radio computer.
Suna. What a name. Here she comes. Who's this lady? Great headphones. Lovely set of cans. And I meant the headphones. Oh wow, she's as if I'm not even there. Just barges in.
Breaking into my radio computer, I see.
She glares at you as she holds down the off button for several seconds. The machine reboots.
Yes, you are breaking in, but not into her radio computer. You're a master circuit bender.
I'm a master circuit bender.
I do apologize for the intrusion, madame. We are with the RCM, you see.
We're not just breaking in. I'm pursuing a mysterious lead, searching for my lost identity.
You won't find any answers from here.
She barely looks up from the keyboard. You hear the machine whir back to life.
It's just me and my computer, and it has been this way for weeks. Now please give me some room. I need 2 seconds to see that you haven't destroyed anything.
Oh, okay.
We should talk to her after she has rebooted the machine.
Okay. How long does that take? Let's see if anything else has changed around here. Alright, I gotta talk to her again. How long does it take for a machine to boot up? Well, hold on, this is somewhat archaic looking technology. It might take a while.
What is it?
The woman is hunched over the keyboard, gently illuminated by the purring machine. I didn't break anything, did I?
No, you just printed out my personal log and wasted some paper.
It's not... sorry, it does not look like a big loss to her. Hey, are you the lead programmer of Whirl Untethered by any chance?
Yes.
Holy crap,
Or-
it is!
No, not anymore. That project is dead.
Ah, yeah, but it looked good.
She doesn't seem surprised to be recognized. Rather sad. Something passes over her face before she straightens her back.
Sorry, but who are you? What are you doing here?
I am Soona Luukkanen-Kilde,
Oh,
former lead programmer of Fortress Accident and RSA radios. I have over 16 years of programming experience, and I'm proficient in both Vox and Orbis languages.
alright. That looks like a very... I don't know, like Finnish kind of name? Finland area kind of, sort of? 16 years of programming, whoa.
If you're not here to hire me, I don't really know how I can help you.
She turns back to the terminal.
Did she say over 16 years of experience? She must have started programming when she was still a teenager. That still doesn't answer what she's doing in an abandoned church.
Have you seen the Crabman?
Nope.
But you know he's around.
Yes.
He must have seen you.
And
Okay, it's probably not a big deal then.
no,
Okay.
you're right. I'm not.
Her voice trails off as she bends over to tinker with the machine's printer. Why are there so many machines in this place?
I brought them here. These are my machines. Please don't touch anything.
Why'd you need an antenna?
I use the AR1 as my RAIM prefix processing unit.
RAIM Prefect. That's your radio computer, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that antenna is its processing unit? I can't believe I'm about to say this.
Yes?
Oh,
You really don't know anything about radio computers, do you?
no. She stopped working now. Let's see. I know a little.
All right. Well, all radio computers perform operations up on air. So in order to gain more processing power, you need to invest in a good antenna.
Right. Hold on. So all radio computers perform operations up on air. Could this be what the cloud is to so many people? I think so. I think so. Wait, what's on air?
On the front, the unified front of radio waves, licensed and controlled by Lintel in the East Insulindic region.
Okay.
It's all around us. That's what on air means.
Right.
Like love.
Aww. And the AR1, is it a good antenna?
I guess it is. So far, I've been quite satisfied with it. Martinez is an unstable region with bad coverage, and the operation has been surprisingly stable.
Good.
But it's not the cheapest one on the market, so I wouldn't recommend it for your regular red tape operations. Fraser 1000 is a foolproof line for civilians. Anyway, you should do some research before you decide to buy anything. Ask around, compare the prices. There are many milieus dedicated to that sort of thing.
Thanks for the tip.
She liked telling me this. It calmed her nerves.
Ah, well, she's like an engineer, you know? They like to feel useful. It's always, they always feel good when you've solved a problem for somebody, you know? What are you doing with your radio computer?
I'm working.
Oh, I can see that.
The machine seems almost alien with its pulsing core, the light casting her face in a strange shadow.
Working on what?
Could you just shh for a moment? Or get to the point. I really need to focus on something.
What about those bowls of water over there?
They are connected to my rain prefect. Whatever you do, just please don't move them, okay?
Okay,
Thanks.
I won't.
Short and terse. There you have it. Whatever she's using them for, they're hers.
Alright, I'll not touch anything. Next question.
Great.
What are you doing in an abandoned church?
You really like those questions, don't you?
Mm-hmm. There's a hint of amusement in her tired eyes. I'm a police officer. It's my job to ask questions.
I'm conducting scientific research here. You can't throw me out.
She says, ready to stand her ground. What research?
I'm looking for the location of a 2mm hole in the world.
Talk about needle in the haystack situation. 2mm hole in the world.
Wait, what? She's looking for a disruption in the radio waves. That's what her personal log said. The lieutenant raises his brows, but doesn't say anything.
Is the hole connected to the data loss in your journal?
Yes, that's what led me here. But I suspect it might be something a bit more complicated than that.
A hole in the world. What does that mean exactly?
Exactly. What does it mean?
That is the question.
Up to now, it has been impossible to say what it is because it's impossible to measure nothing.
Oh, that's quite interesting. To measure nothing. That's different from measuring the absence of something, right? Right? Or not? This might break my brain.
What do you think it is? What qualities does nothing have? How do you measure something that does not exist?
Why would you want to measure something that doesn't exist? It seems like... Alright, okay, I might be being really dumb here, but... If you know that you're about to measure nothing, or to try to measure nothing, and what you're trying to measure doesn't exist, why bother trying to measure it? You know, I mean... I can think of many other ways to waste my life. You know what I mean? This seems like definitely one of the more obtuse ones. She's suddenly absorbed in conversation, waiting for your answer.
That's a little above your pay grade
Yeah.
at the moment.
And my mental capacity. Hold on a moment. Does it mean we're now living in a world that has holes in it? I can't even understand how we're talking about something that doesn't exist, let alone measure it. I don't know. Sorry, I don't know. I'm not here for some science. I just want to solve a murder so I can go home. Yeah, number 2. Yeah. I can't even understand how we're talking about something that doesn't exist, let alone measure it.
You measure it by its surroundings, by that which does exist, which is what I've been trying to do. I've tried using hydro transducers to record the silence, to find out where it begins.
Yeah, but surely anything that affects its environment or affects its surroundings and can be measured exists. I'm so confused.
But honestly, it's not progressing very well.
Oh. It could be because you're trying to find something that doesn't exist. I'm just putting it out there. You know. It's my responsibility to help you stop wasting your time. She grows silent, staring at the circle of basins. It looks like some ancient ritual. Okay. Do you have any idea where the hole might be located? Oh, it could be where it's silent in this church, right?
Somewhere underneath those roof beams,
Yeah.
I assume.
She looks up, eyes trying to pierce the pitch-black heights above, but without much success.
Only a faint crisscross of rafters can be made out from the dark, most of the tower disappearing into the shade.
Why there?
There's this place at the back of the church, a place where all audible vibrations seem to decease. I've named it the Swallow, and the higher you go, the less you record.
Alright, so that small spot of silence that we were standing in, you mean it can be more silent? That doesn't make sense to me. I'm so confused.
Pillar of silence? Are you sure it's not just an architectural quirk?
Maybe, but it's oddly close to the physical coordinates of the data loss that led me to this place.
This is where the Crabman lives.
I know.
You don't think the Crabman might be somehow responsible here?
No, I don't.
Oh.
She sounds mildly annoyed by this line of questioning. Her hands typing hundreds of commands into the machine.
You said that the research isn't going well. Why not?
Because it's just trial and error, trying to locate the Swallow, the exact point in space.
Oh, she's sounding quite frustrated now.
And I don't have a... You know what? It would be really helpful if you could just stop talking and let me work.
That's all I wanted to know about the scary 2mm hole in the world anyway. For now.
Great. Thanks.
So how do you feel about anodic dance music?
What? I hate it.
Ah, I'm so glad she said that. Ah.
I bet she hasn't even heard it.
Have you even listened to it? Like, actually listened?
Yeah. Like all the time. My tent neighbors don't really ease up with their partying, do they?
She pulls a face that looks absolutely scathing.
Maybe I'd have to be on drugs to get it, but to a sober mind it just sounds like uninspired rug whipping. No idea what it has to do with either dancing or music.
Rug whipping, that's brilliant. Right. But how do you feel about a club for anodic dance music?
This is about those speed freaks in the tent, isn't it? I've got some news for you. It's not a nightclub they want to build here.
I know. What do they want to build then?
Take a guess, why don't you?
Oh, youth center would be nice. Let's see. Petting zoo, place for animals. I'm still convinced that they want to establish a nightclub for anodic music. They said it's their dream.
I can't believe they got you so easily.
No.
Go have another talk with those up-and-coming entrepreneurs, will you? Thanks.
That's so weird because I know, like, we went through the conversation tree already where we kind of called them out on their bullcrap and said, look, I know that you're wanting to build a drug manufacturing thing here. If you're going to do the club, do it without the drugs. We already had this conversation. I don't know why I didn't get an option for that.
Good luck. I'm not coming in there.
Right, I'll let you work in peace now. Okay, that was interesting. That was interesting. And the guy's not back yet. Okay, let's see how that's affected our jobs here. So, help the raver start a nightclub. Okay, so I need to go back to the tent to update him. And Acel refused to talk about her friends. Maybe she'll open up later after you've helped them set up a nightclub. So that one looks like it's going to be a little further down the line. Why so special? Oh yeah, Whirling Rags. Mustn't forget about that quest. Okay. Apparently I managed to complete one. Oh, I did. Oh yeah, that was ages ago. Cool. Cool. Not too shabby. Right, well I guess we need to talk to the guys in the tent again. But for now, I think I'll end this episode here. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Definitely insightful. But yeah, if you liked the video, feel free to hit that button down below. Of course, if you're wanting to stick around for the rest of the playthrough, or of course, anything else that I cover in the future, make sure that you're subscribed to the channel so you don't miss out. And as always, if you have anything that you want to express, make sure to use the comment section below and I'll try and reply as best I can. For now though, take care, and I will see you in the next episode.